till redan efter stallen. Jag kan efter det bara om glädjen och att drivet serpestivet Þá stendur hann brosandi skóstjófið við sín snöggur og sattir þín.
The best-selling trail fishing boat of recent times has been, and still is, the Warrior 165. A seaworthy, comfortable, no-frills fishing boat that is popular all over Europe. That being the case, and I have asked this question on quite a number of occasions at the Warrior factory, why not then build or at least offer a similar no-frills alternative with the other models? I fully understand that when the order books for the more upmarket models are constantly full, that is never going to be a realistic option. But when in 2009 recession played its hand, the time did suddenly look right to offer a back to basics version of the Warrior 175. Actually, what you're seeing here is not the first time this had been done. Commercial fishermen in Holland and Denmark, plus a hotel hiring out self-drive boats in Ireland, had already been sold what is now called the Warrior 175 Export. But up to the time this boat test video was shot, no export model had ever been launched in UK waters. So it was as much a voyage of discovery for co-directors Paul Haynes and Phil Byram as it was for me, when we finally pushed the boat from its trailer at Knot End Slip. In a nutshell, the main difference between the traditional 175 and the export version is around £300 in terms of weight and £3,000 in terms of cost. So there are big savings to be made on two critical fronts. This has been achieved by removing the integral underfloor fuel tank, stripping out the double skin to the rear of the cuddy lip and creating a simple flat deck of the type found in the 165, though in this case it still sits on an underfloor support matrix. Making radical alterations to a tried and tested model like the 175 meant that this test was always going to be about handling and performance comparisons across the two options. Apart from its self-draining deck, the 175 is noted for its huge internal fishing space and for the softness of its ride into a choppy bow-on sea. Two factors which in the export version have to some extent changed, and arguably, in my opinion, for the better. Removing the inner skin has probably given the fishing well around 3 inches of additional inner beam. But it's the ride and the handling that are the two important factors here. Taking out the underfloor fuel tank, which was just forward of the fulcrum balance point, stripping out the double skin to the rear of the fulcrum point, and totally rethinking the deck not only makes this boat lighter, but also potentially disperses the remaining weight differently. The standard export package comes fitted with a Suzuki DF100 engine, which of itself is a big lump to have clamped to the furthest extremity, in addition to which the fuel tanks are now sited at the back. But balance-wise, as can be seen very clearly from this handling footage, once again the Warrior calculations appear to be bang on right. If anything, I would say the package we tested rode even better than the original, due to a combination of carrying less weight and distributing it differently. On the day, even without any previous running in time to loosen up its workings, the big Suzuki pushed us along very comfortably at 38 miles an hour, though obviously that figure would drop when fully laden with fishing gear, even when the engine is run in. What's more, This hull, which has recently been given a 3-inch lift at the bow for both 175 models, rides well enough to maintain a good head of speed even through a bow on choppy sea.